Because we are live. We're doing it live, baby. We're live. Thank you, everyone, for waiting for us, as always. Good evening. Good evening. Good Friday night, man. We have got a doozy of a show for everybody today. It is going to be one that is going to just... It's a live update show too, because it's all happening live right now. They're doing it live. They're doing it live. Fuck it, we're doing it live. And as always, tonight I am joined by my lovely and delicious wife, Kimberly.
Hello.
How you doing, beautiful? You glad
Doing
it's the
good.
weekend?
Yes, I'm very glad it's the weekend. Very, very glad to be home.
Yeah, we got a kind of a busy weekend this weekend for our household.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, tomorrow we're hopefully going to be getting all this in order, getting us in our final corner, our final form, taking on our final form of the show. Hopefully we'll be rearranging all that stuff and putting up some of the indoor Christmas decorations. We had the ones last weekend, and that was fun, getting up on the roof. But it was actually a good weekend for Michigan standards this time of year. Like 50 degrees, sunny, no wind, damn near unheard of day. No?
Yeah, we definitely took advantage of it and made you get on the roof and hang Christmas lights all day.
Oh yeah, you took advantage of that super quickly, and we're like, oh yeah, like let's just make a fun day out of it, and know, like all of us just go out there and just watch you do stuff.
And we enjoyed it very much. So thank you. We even had pictures.
You did get Raylan did get that one dope shot of me on the peak. I was like, all right, that's kind of a cool shot. I'm not gonna lie. Thanks, Ray.
It was cool. Oh, we should have had it.
Yeah, we should have put it up so everybody could see it. But I'm excited for doing the stuff this weekend and getting the house fully Christmasized or whatever. Xmasized.
Yes, I am ready. It doesn't feel like Christmas yet, even though we just decorated on the outside and it threw up in my cubicle at work, but it's not here in my house, so it still doesn't feel like it. I need my tree.
You need your tree. You need your lights around the windows. You need your garland.
Around the archway. Yep.
You need the bell on the archways and stuff. I get it. We're getting it done. You needs it now. And I needs it now. So like I said, tonight we have a very good show for everybody. We got a live breaking show as of right now. Twitter is just dropping some bombs.
Blowing up.
Like nuke. But it is nuts, dude. It is nuts. The amount of information that we're getting right now as far as the Hunter Biden laptop and the suppression from these big tech firms and the coercion from the big media and everything like that. So it's just insane, like what they are doing, everything that they've done to us, and everything they did to manipulate and create America into the state that it's in, like right now. It's so crazy. Like, yeah, we're gonna get into that. That will probably be the other half of the show, since it may still be live and breaking.
Right, we want to go through and see what else is, if they've posted anything else. Yeah,
let it marinate a little bit. See if anything else comes up. You know. So I guess the first thing that we could talk about in the show is the other aspect that I wanted to get into, and that is Donald Trump, Mr. Fantastic. He's he was a great president. He was in all my years of being alive, Best president we've ever had. America was probably America was doing as well as I've ever seen it. You know,
Yeah.
especially being a kid. You know, like we're both 90s kids. We both vividly remember 75, 85, 95 cent gas. We both vividly remember that.
Definitely.
Shoot, you remember when after Project Iraqi Freedom kicked off
Uh-huh.
and we had like that fuel scare?
Oh yeah, and everybody was rushing.
Yeah, like where it was
Oh
like gonna go
yeah.
up to over $1, and
Oh
everybody
yeah.
was like, "Oh my god!" Remember we went to the gas station? I was like so young. We went to the gas station. I think we were there for like 3 or 4 hours.
Yeah, I remember waiting.
We probably burnt more gas waiting there than if we would have just stayed home.
Right.
You know,
I know.
it's crazy. Now we would like if those gas prices that we were freaking out about, we'd be backflipping for.
Oh my
right
god,
now.
it would be so lovely.
Loverly.
Every time I get like those at Speedway, you can rack up your fuel points.
Oh yeah, rack them up.
Yes, I love whenever I can be like 50 cents off, and I'm like, oh yeah.
That is like some adult winning right there.
It was. It's so satisfying. I love whenever Speedway does like where it gives you like extra fuel points. I'm like, I am not grocery shopping anywhere but Speedway for right now because I want nothing but fuel points.
Yeah, you got to do that little stuff nowadays, especially in this economy. Because not gonna lie, that this whole administration has not only screwed the pooch, but they bent it over and fucked it raw dog. No consent. There was no consent involved. They were just like, "Come here, get your ass over here." Biden was over there sniffing them. Yeah, creepy motherfucker.
Oh my god, yeah.
But Trump was a very good president. Best I've seen. Do I think he'll do it again? No. No. At this point, I think that Donald Trump is running for president for Donald Trump. He is very competitive. He's very narcissistic. I mean, he's a billionaire. What do you expect?
But now he's pissed that he didn't get his 8 years. He wants his 8 years. He signed up for 8 years.
He wants it. He wants it bad. He wants it bad. And then the fact that he lost to a guy like Joe Biden.
Yeah.
You know, and like that, he's just got to sit with that. You know?
And then everything they've done since then, too.
Yep. And he's, you know, I know he makes his like little fun and he makes his little pokes and he does his gaffes and his memes and all that at his rallies and stuff of Biden. But you know that shit hurts him deep down. That he lost, that he's not the head honcho. He's not the big one in power right now. You know, he's not wearing the power suit, sitting in the power seat. You know, he hates that shit. And what's more, and I mean, like, I get it because, yeah, he's a billionaire that runs all these companies. But what is a more powerful feeling than being the leader of the free world? You know, that was such an ego boost for him.
What, like, egotistical like person doesn't want that title?
Yeah, I know, because that's why I'm saying that, like, this, like, if he 2024, you're not gonna have the same Trump you had in 2016. Not the same guy.
It's not the same world.
It's not the same world at all. It's not the same world. It's not the same guy. It's not, and he's not going out there for the same reasons. He went out there before because he wanted to stop all the corruption,
bring it to light,
all the bullshit, bring light to the American people, give back to the American people, put industry back in America, open up pipelines. And he did pretty much all that. And America was thriving. It was doing great. And then he lost. So now he's like butthurt. And he's just wanting to beat whoever he's got to beat. He's just wanting to beat him. He's just wanting to get out there and just win. Just for him. Just win for him. That's it. That's all he cares about. So I don't think it would be in America's best interest to Have Trump back. I think it'd be better if he just kind of like stepped back and just kind of like was like a major donator or philanthropist, whatever you want to call it, for the Republican Party. I think that's like a role that he should take on now. Like the commander in chief. No. And like, do we even really want to keep electing like really, really old people? Like really old people, like guys that are over 70? Do we really want them anymore in office?
For real, like we seriously need to get younger people in office, like throughout all of the seats, everything. All of them are so old. Like, yes, I get experience or truly matters, and they have a lot of experience, but a lot of their experience that they have is corruption, and that's what we have got to get out. So we need fresh eyes, fresh minds, and the ones who have not been in that corruption for as long as these people have been, you know?
Yeah, I know.
Like they can say like experience, but that experience that you're talking about is nothing but bad experiences. Experiences I don't want to keep having in our office.
Nope.
We need a change completely. So all these people that have been in offices like Nancy Pelosi, where it's a generational type of seat, how it's become with her family, like that's got to go. You're old as shit. You've got to go.
That has to stop.
Like, there's absolutely no reason for that. That is there. No, absolutely not.
I think that we should like restructure that shit. You know, that like just like we have a minimum that you can be president, things like that. There should be a maximum age limit. Like after a certain age, you just can't hold like a political position anymore. You can't hold a public position because you're just old. I don't care if you're the fittest old person ever. It doesn't matter. Your brain is still old. It's an old muscle. It's not as sharp. I don't care what you say.
Yeah.
Wishes and dreams don't work like that, bud. You know? And then there should be term limits to everything. Everything should have term limits. And I think we should even take it a step further. I fully believe that every fucking politician in the world should take off their suit coat jacket, their blouse, whatever. And you got to wear like a NASCAR style jacket with like all your fucking sponsors on it. Like you got like Pfizer, you know, you got like Mobile, you know, and then you got like some like fucking like tech company from like India, you know. It's like, oh, okay, that's what they're rocking with. Fuck that, dude.
Exactly.
That's who's paying their bills. Fuck that guy.
Let us know how corrupt you really are. Who all are you in bed with that you're trying to get us to sign up for that we don't want anything to do with? Mm-hmm. Stop trying to force our hands so much just to fill your pocket.
Preach to him, baby. You tell him, man. Fucking dog shit. Sorry, I made you laugh.
I cannot with you. I cannot.
I'm just gonna go. You can rant. But yeah, we need term limits. We need minimum age limits, and we need maximum age limits. We need to like control this shit more. And yeah, if you hold any political power, you cannot day trade. Yeah,
not at all. You're a public servant.
You're not taking the job on to make money. You're taking the job on to serve your community. That's why it was a job that not many people did, that not many people pined for, because it was one that used to not pay well at all, barely came with any benefits, but it was people that wanted to see their community do better, people that wanted to make a difference in everyday life of the community around them. But now it's all fucking upside down, and you got people everybody wants to do it because it's the quickest way to become a fucking celebrity.
Oh my!
It's the easiest way to become a celebrity. Pick a bullshit small district where you're not gonna have anybody challenge you, win your fucking seat, whatever you got to do, and then next thing you know, you got 500,000 followers across all social media platforms, and you're just raking in social media money. It's stupid, and it's like, oh yeah, policies. I'm not even really sure I can spell that. I'm talking to you, AOC. I'm talking to you. You fucking ridiculous joke of a person. You have not done anything while in office. Step down. This is, you want to go do the Met Galas, wear the dresses, do that. Get the fuck out of office and go be an actress. Oh, I'm sorry they don't want you because you don't know how to act and you kind of got horse teeth. Well, I mean, the teeth thing's fine. Like, she can pay to have that fixed. But
And she's
like,
still a beautiful lady. I'm not.
yeah,
You're not gonna-
she's nice looking. She's nice to look at. You know, they could probably get her in like a small speaking role. It's just like, I think even Hollywood knows that whenever she talks, like, just stupidity just leaks out of her, just from like her pores. It's like, holy fuck, I feel like I'm getting dumber just like with you, with your presence. You know?
I really wonder what she's like in real life.
Probably a fucking airhead, dude.
I'm gonna have to. I'm sure because I wonder if she ever like actually turns it off to and has like a genuine conversation with like anyone.
I don't mean to be like braggadocious or anything like that at all. I don't mean to be braggadocious or try to put myself up on a pedestal or show myself as holier than thou or anything like that. But that being said, I have met quite a lot of people in life through the different professions that I've taken on whenever I was younger, throughout living throughout different parts of the country throughout my whole life, traveling throughout the country. I've met a lot of people, and I'm not going to fully get into it because it can trigger a lot of people, and it would piss her off so bad that if she got any wind of it, she would instantly attack me because I would hit the nerve so fucking. I know exactly how she is. AOC, I've met her 1,000 times. I've already met her so many times out in life. I know exactly how she is behind closed doors. I know exactly the type of person she is. And I don't like it. I'm not a fan of those people. I'm not a fan of it. They don't come with a moral. They don't come with a compass. They don't come with anything but lies, deceit, and snake oil to sell you. That's it. They suck. There's a lot more to it than that. And man, I could hit that little girl so hard on the head that she'd get pissed. She'd get pissed and every one of her cronies would come after me. And I'm a nobody, you know? But like, and that's how most of them are, because, you know, it's a clique. Politics is the clique, you know? It's a certain niche, a certain type of person that does it, you know? Especially nowadays, because it's not about serving anymore. It's about greed. And there's a lot more greedy people than selfless people out there. That's why everybody wants to be a politician. I can do it. Yeah, I'm sure you can. I'm sure you can. I'm sure you can do whatever you want to do to make your life better. You know? Stupid. And you know, with that, I think I don't think Trump should run again. You know, I'm not going to tell him that he can't. It's a free country. But I just think he's older. But that's not like he shows no signs of cognitive decline or anything like that. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that he's out here being like Biden and shit. But, you know, he is older. Let's stop getting fucking dinosaurs in the office. You know? Let's get some younger people in here. You know? Because the older you are, the harder it is for you to be open-minded. You know? Like, once you get to a certain age, you just...
Oh yeah, I mean, like even there's like a simple policy changed at work,
Yeah.
and like there are coworkers who are in the older generation that are just not okay with it, you know. And it was just like you're now allowed to have like just a piercing shown, you know, and that was it. But an old school generation like that does not like it, you know, and that's just how they are, you know, like it.
You just get set in your ways.
They just, yeah, like they did not grow up like that. They didn't grow up like having that kind of stuff be okay, and they're stuck.
And
That's how they are, you know.
We didn't either. I mean, like really living like this and how we've quote unquote accepted it into society has really only been for the last like 15 years.
Yeah.
Maybe 20. So, but our generation is more acceptable of it.
Yep.
And then even like you know, people that are a little bit older than us, you know, like Mike and all them, they're more understanding of it. But then you get someone, you know, like some of your aunts and uncles from that older generation, you know, 30 years ahead of us, 40 years ahead of us, that are like, no, nope. And it's one of those things where you can tell them till you're blue in the face, bro. And it doesn't matter. You're wasting your time, you know? So that's just something that I think that we should consider when electing our officials.
We need somebody who will be open minded to the changes and actually like truly listen to them. You know, like I'm not saying like older generations like completely don't. Like there's not some people in that generation that are not open minded and they're not willing for the change and make the changes. You know, like of course there is, but can we get people who have grown up in that, who's been in it? You know, who we can actually relate to, the ones who are now coming up as like,
Yeah, for real. Because I do not relate to Biden, you know? Because it's like, dude, when it's like when I was a kid, you were old. And now I'm older and you're really fucking old. Like, what are you still doing here? Like, go drive your stupid ass Porsche down like Hampton Beach, dude.
but and it's also just like it's a point where then this older generation have to learn to retire
Yeah, they gotta like let shit go, dude. Your
because
glory days are over.
yeah, and then also how do you expect for that next generation to come in and take over if you never leave?
Yeah, you never get out of the like. We can't come in if you don't move. Get out of the way.
Like there are some people that are in position for 50 years in the same building, in the same job.
Same desk.
It's like, what? Why? Like, I understand you might like your job and you like working and you're good at it and your company likes you and you're very valued. But how is somebody supposed to learn what it is that you do to try and make the company better? You know, like somebody has to come in with fresh ideas, fresh views, new technology, new programs to make things work better.
Yeah, they really do. And it's also too in situations like that, you'll get like a fresh set of eyes, a new hire, or something like that in, and they'll be like, "Oh, y'all do it that way?" Yep, always done it this way. Done it this way since I've been here for 50 years. Well, if you actually do this and this, it makes it like cut down the time in like half, and it's like not as much work for you. Doesn't matter. We don't do it that way. We do it this way. And it's like, what? Like, that's what I'm saying. You can't like reason. Like, once people get to a certain age, it's like you really just can't reason with them.
No.
You know, it's like, that's it. It's done. It's over.
Yeah.
Debating is a middle age game.
Yeah.
You know?
And like if you have a job that just is so redundant, like I don't know, whatever kind of job you have that might be like that, you can just seriously just do that and it doesn't affect anything that you're still doing that same position. But
Yeah.
government, no.
No, because it's society. It's people.
It's
People
forever changing.
Yeah, I mean, it's everything. It's everything that comes with society. It's religion. It's, you know, it's fucking segregation, you know, that we still have, that we're dealing with like crazy amounts of now. You know, it's racism that they have to deal with. It's pop culture, you know. It's trying to make everybody equal, make the level playing field, you know?
Yeah, it's too much. And if they're not willing to listen to people
Mm.
and change and truly change and try and better, you know?
Yeah, we just need some shit like redone, man. And that's why I just don't think Trump would be a good choice to come back in and do it again and go in 2024. Like, come on, man. We got what's his name? DeSantis down in Florida. You know, we got a few other names that we can throw into the hat, you know, like why can't we boost those guys up? Why can't Trump, with all his money and all his resources and all his quote unquote knowledge and business savvy, why can't he use that for the better of the Republican Party? That's what I'm saying, people. Like, yes, like Trump was very good the first time, But now you are going to see you are more than likely going to see a very selfish and narcissistic Trump if he comes back in the second time and wins.
He has a lot of stuff to prove. He has a lot of people to get back at him.
Yep.
He's
He's
gonna,
just like, that's what I'm scared of, is him
yeah,
being spiteful
exactly. That's what
with
I'm worried about as
everybody. It's,
well.
it's so dumb.
Yeah. I
It's
mean,
like,
there has been a lot of stuff said and done with the
yeah.
FBI raid on his home. And then to make him the president again after the FBI did that to him? Like, what is he going to do?
Yeah, like, what is he going to do to those people? What is he going to do to those agents? You know, I mean, he has, like, even to run, he has so much conflict of interest just running. It's like, dude, you are like a hot frying pan that got left in the oven. You are a cast iron skillet in the oven. We do not need to touch you right now. We just need to let you cool off before we try to handle you. You know, like, he's got too much heat around him. And then how he just had that dinner with Kanye and the Nick Fuentes, the supremacists or whatever.
Yep.
Like, I get it. I understand that people are saying that he was only in contact with Kanye, that he had no idea of Fuentes, which, you know, that's fine. I can see that happening. A lot of times, you know, Trump does get in those situations where he doesn't know what's going on, and it really is like a pie in his face. That has happened to him quite a bit, you know? So there's no doubt in my mind that I don't think that he was meeting with Nick Fuentes on purpose. I mean, Trump has denounced white supremacy. Those were the physical words out of his mouth on live TV. I denounce white supremacy. You can go find the clip on YouTube right now. He actually has done more for the Black and Latino community than the Biden administration could ever think of doing. Has even tried to do. And if you don't believe me, go look up the facts and statistics online. It's all right there in front of you. Don't just be a squawker and say, no, no, nah, nah. Like, do you know why? And you know, yeah, I could pull it all up right now in front of you, but honestly, I just don't fucking want to, because I know it's true. I wouldn't be telling you if it wasn't. I wouldn't be saying it out loud if it wasn't, because I'm not sitting here sucking the dude's dick. I'm saying that he shouldn't run for president. I'm saying that he should go sit down and sit on the sideline. Go sit the fuck down, old man. You had your shine. Let someone else go up there and pitch. Go sit the fuck down. You know? And I really think it would just be a bad idea if he did, you know? I think that it's something that we should stay away from. You know? He's got a lot of heat around him. He's got all the shit with it, like, they're trying to pin a bunch of January 6th shit onto him, you know? And then, like you were saying, the raid at Mar-a-Lago.
Yeah. They've done a lot to him, man.
They've done a lot, and he's just too hot. He's too hot right now.
Yeah.
We gotta stay away from him.
He has his hands in a lot of different things right now. And it is kind of terrifying to, you know, if he was to be president again, like what he would do, especially with the state the world is in now, and how, you know, he was pretty much trying to warn people that if Biden got into office, that this was going to happen, you know, and now it's happened. And what is he going to do when he gets back, you know?
Is he going to be spiteful towards us? I told y'all didn't want to listen.
And then what is he going to do to like?
I don't think, though, that he would do any like harm to anybody. I don't think he would like harm anybody or willingly make someone go without making money, you know, like jam up their finances, jam up their way to make money and feed their family and everything. Because at the end of the day, he's a businessman. And he looks at it like a businessman. If they're making money, I might be able to make money off of them. So, I mean, he's not going to cut you off like that. But is he just going to like just be completely unreasonable and not want to listen to the Democrats and everything like that if he gets back in? And then that have a ripple effect that affects us detrimentally, and it puts us in an even worse state of America that we're in right now. More division, more segregation, more hate, more racism. Is that what we need right now? Is that what we need? I don't think so. I don't think we need any of that shit right now. Like none whatsoever, you know, because like we were saying in the other podcast, this pandemic, it fucked us up. It fucked us all up big time. Now we need to like come together. We all need to come together as Americans and human beings, just human beings. Worldly, we need to come together, stop all this hate and everything. But Americans, yes, especially, we need to all come together.
Yes, we do.
We need to stop all this hate. It's just like a cesspool of hate. No, sucks.
Uh-huh.
Sucks. And I'm sorry if this triggers some people and everything, but I just don't think that, you know, coming up, because we only got really, you know, the one more full year with Biden, you know, because in 2024, you know, we got the elections up in November. So really, we're only going to have him for a couple months in the beginning, and then he's going to be trying to save face and re-campaign and everything like that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we got this last year of Trump, and with this new year coming upon us, Christmas coming, the new year, everything, it's really got me thinking, like, you know, who, as far as the Republican Party, who are you going to put in there? You really putting all your eggs in Trump's basket? You really think he's the one? He's the chosen one? I don't know, bud. I don't know if this will work out in our favor. You know?
Not the way we want it.
Maybe.
Because, you know, like all throughout the pandemic, you kept hearing, like, we need Trump back. We need Trump back, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like, it's not, like you said, it's like at the way people keep saying that they want him back, he's not going to be coming back the way that they want him to come back.
No, because like you were saying, we live in a different world. It's a completely different world than whenever shit. In this year of 2022, if you go back to 2019, it's a completely fucking different world. 2018, it's a completely different fucking world. And we're not even at half a decade.
In 2018 and like 2019, that seems like a whole lifetime ago.
It really does, though.
It's like it feels like a lifetime ago, but then it doesn't, you know? It's like, it's weird. It's so weird to think about, like, pre-pandemic now.
Yeah, I know, because it's like, yeah, you think it's only like 3 or 4 years ago. I mean, I was only like 28, 29, so it's like, that wasn't that long ago, you know? So, but you're right. It does. It just feels like we're in like a completely different world, different life. Like that was just something that
doesn't even seem real anymore.
Yeah, we'll never get it back. It doesn't. We won't, and that's why I don't think it's a good idea to just try and bring in the old, like Trump, and try and do the old shtick. We can't do the old game because game isn't the same anymore. You know, y'all want to go run the same old basketball, you know, play. You know, go wide, pass, go for the layup, play it safe, this and that. Like, we're not even playing basketball anymore, bro. We're playing fucking hockey. You know? We're skating around on stuff. People are falling, punching each other in the face, smacking into glass. People are getting mad for no fucking reason. You know, it's crazy, man. It's crazy.
It is absolutely, I don't know. I don't know who it is that we need that's going to be, has anyone actually like come out that's new that's saying that they're going to be running this year or for 2024?
Not that I've like super paid attention, you know. I'll be more concerned with it once it gets closer, and I'll pay more attention, you know, once it gets closer and all that. Like I said, we still got to get through this full year of Biden. But it is in the back of my mind, and I just keep hearing Trump being rallied, and it's like, well, guys, the election day is creeping up, and he's probably not our best choice, but he's the only one that we're thinking of. He's the only one that can go up against Biden in that administration.
You know, yeah, because that's what I'm wondering. Like, one, and also like Democratic Party, you honestly don't have anybody better than Fetterman and Biden. Like,
Oh
who
my God,
else
I know.
could y'all like? Can y'all get some better people in your party?
We'll see. Reconnection successful. Reconnection. Sorry about that, everybody. We hit a little hitch in the OBS. Sorry about that. Sorry. Oh, that scared me. What do we got like some like crazy wind going on or something today?
I don't. Yes, actually, we are
Pretty
under a
windy.
wind advisory.
We're under a wind advisory. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
Okay.
we're
That
having like some. I know it's been like this all day. Like even at work, we lost internet. Like while I was
you
watching
did?
your podcast.
Oh, the morning show.
Yeah. We
Thank you
lost.
everyone that showed up for the morning show and has continued to give views. I love you. Don't forget to like and sub.
Yeah, this wind's been really bad. It's been like yesterday, and then I think it
Yesterday
goes
was
into
pretty gnarly.
tomorrow. Yeah.
Yesterday's wind was pretty gnarly.
I know our little Christmas decorations. We got Snoopy out there, and he keeps blowing all over the yard.
Well, I mean, he is full of air.
I mean,
So,
yeah, but
I
he
mean,
has sand in his butt. Man, stand
he got
still,
sand
dude.
in his ass.
Yes.
Damn, he needs to go. Snoopy, go wash your ass, bro. Go wash your ass. But I think it'll be interesting to see who.
Both parties.
Yeah, both parties really. You know, because for the love of God, Joe. I mean, I know he said he did, but for the love of God, he cannot run again. Like fuck, guy. Like I'm calling these Democrats out now. Quit being so fucking lazy. Like I understand you want like a meat puppet, but at least try. You want a little puppet just that's gonna do whatever, but try. Make sure that they're like a regular, like functioning human being that doesn't shit their pants when they go visit the Pope. You know, like let's at least put a little E for effort in there. Bye. Bye. Let's go ahead and get into the second segment of the podcast, the one that I'm like, holy shit, the live one. We got the Hunter Biden laptop story with Twitter, everything like that. It's nuts right now. It's crazy. I'm gonna put everybody up on the big screen, everything like that. Move myself over the small one so you can see the tweets and everything that is being released. I know a lot of us don't, or a lot of people don't use Twitter, especially if you're older, watching the show and everything.
Yeah, I do not use Twitter.
Yeah, I know you don't really Twitter. I don't tweet or anything. Like I think like on my Twitter, I think I've seriously let off like a couple hundred tweets, and that's it. And I've been on it since like 2015.
Goodness.
And I've done less than like 400 tweets. I bet you, I've done less than 400 tweets, and I've been on that bitch for almost 10 years. You know,
I don't even know how to use it. I like it. It's so weird to me. I just don't understand it.
I didn't like using it for the longest until Elon. Like once Elon got on it, I got back on it because it's actually been fun to use, and he's just making, like I said, he's just making like just great content. You know, he is just providing breaking news daily. He is just, oh man, he's pissing them off, and it's so beautiful. I love it. I love it. And some of the stuff that's coming to light, it's like, wow, 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 wow. How did Owen Wilson do it? Wow, wow, wow. Y'all ever seen that whenever they do the lightsabers with that? Like, wow, 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 wow.
Oh, that is so funny.
So this is the Twitter thread. It was provided by Matt Taibbi, I guess. Taibbi. And this is Twitter's direct involvement with the suppression of the Hunter Biden laptop. And before we get into it all, I know that there's going to be some people out there that say like, bro, like Hunter Biden's not even part of the Biden administration. What? Whoa. Shut your mouth up when you're talking to me real quick, okay? And let me learn you something real quick. You go back. All the news media went along with this narrative. Because that's a big question I got. How did all these, whenever we finish reading all this information, I hope this is one of your questions as well. Of how did all these big news media corporations and all these super tech giants and social media giants all work so cohesively and so perfectly and told the same shit? It's scary the amount of power and reach they have over a billionaire. Remember, Trump was, is, and still will be a billionaire when he did this, and they were fucking with him. What do you think they can do to us? That's scary. Remember that. And then also remember that a little over 60% of the people that voted for Biden said that if they would have known anything of this Hunter Biden laptop and the contents of it and their involvement with Ukraine and Russia and China, they would have voted for the other guy, Trump. So I'm pretty sure that this laptop is significant in the outcome of America.
Yeah, because if it would have actually let it come out for us to know that, like, if they didn't suppress this, then, Trump could have been in office right now this whole time. And what the state that possibly the world could be in could be completely different. Like, I'm not saying that.
Coulda, shoulda, woulda.
Yeah, I'm not saying, like, just because Trump didn't get, if Trump would have been in office, that we wouldn't have gone into this pandemic and possibly, like, this whole world war that's going on with everything, but I think it will be a lot different, though. I think the outcomes, how everything have played out, the look of it would have been so much different,
Oh yeah, we would probably be living in it'd be very interesting to see the America and the world we'd be in right now.
Yeah, I'm just
if
curious.
This bullshit didn't go out,
right?
So let's get into it. There's quite a and I'm sorry that it's like this, guys. I hate reading off of Twitter threads. I wish it would have just been like one document that we could have clicked on and just read the whole fucking thing at once and not broke up. But
can't troll you that way.
Can't troll that way. And Elon was probably just sitting there and he's probably sitting there with his mat, dude, and they're sipping on his caffeine-free Diet Coke. Like, all right, release the next 4 threads. So, let's go ahead and get started. 1. The Twitter files. What you're about to read is the first installment in a series based upon thousands of internal documents obtained by sources at Twitter. Thousands. Keyword there. The Twitter files tells an incredible story from inside one of the world's largest and most influential social media platforms. It is a Frankensteinian tale of a human-built mechanism grown out the control of its designer. Twitter in its conception was a brilliant tool for enabling instant mass communication, making a true real-time global conversation possible for the first time. In an early conception, Twitter more than lived up to its mission statement, giving people the power to create and share ideas, information instantly without barriers. As time progressed, however, the company was slowly forced to add those barriers. Some of the first tools for controlling speech were designed to combat the likes of spam and financial fraudsters. Slowly, over time, Twitter staff and executives began to find more and more uses for these tools. Outsiders began petitioning the company to manipulate speech as well, first a little, then more often, then constantly. Dope! By 2022, requests from connected actors to delete tweets were routine. By 2022, requests from connected actors to delete tweets were routine. Come on now. Let that marinate for a sec. One executive would write to another, more to review from the Biden team. The reply would come back, handled. I wonder what they handled. I would just love to know what these are. If anybody does know, can you please, put it down in the comments? Because I'm just so curious. I did some digging before the show and everything, and I really couldn't find anything. So if any of y'all just find anything, just put it in the comments. I'm super fucking curious about that. Celebrities and unknowns alike could be removed or reviewed at the behest of a political party. I grabbed the first one under SI, defer to safety, on the high-profile second one. Notice the dates. October 24th and 25th. That's like a month before something super important, right?
Yeah.
right? Like something like super important happened like a month later from like October 24th, 2020.
Yeah, I believe so.
Something. It was something. It was something. Both parties had access to these tools. For instance, in 2020, requests from both the Trump White House and the Biden campaign were received and honored. However, this system wasn't balanced. It was based on contacts, because Twitter was and is overwhelmingly staffed by people of one political orientation. There were more channels, more ways to complain, often to the left, well, Democrats, than the right. There is a link to all that right there. Here's the blow up of the picture. As you can see, it's just not even close. Percentage to Dems, 99%. Percentage to pubs, they didn't even get a full percentage in 2022. Barely got 1.5% in 2020. And in 2018, we got 3.6. That's pretty good. Oh, they had 96%. Never mind. My bad. Y'all have fun looking at that. The resulting slant in content moderation decisions is visible in the documents you're about to read. However, it's also the assessment of multiple current and former high-level executives. He made a quick little joke. That's where you can go and find all those at opensecrets.twitter. The Twitter Files, Part 1, How and Why Twitter Blocked the Hunter Biden Laptop Story. On October 14th, 2020. God, that seems like it was like a month and a half before something super important back then. It just seems like, God, I feel like we just did something like a month and a half later that was like really, really important and decided the whole fate of the world.
Right. Literally the whole.
Literally. On October 14th, 2020, the New York Post published Biden's secret emails, an expose based on the contents of Hunter Biden's abandoned laptop. Yeah. Yep. Twitter took extraordinary steps to suppress the story. Let me read that again for you, but slower so everybody can understand. Twitter took extraordinary, that means more than ordinary, steps to suppress, shut up, the story. Removing links and posting warnings that it may be unsafe. They even blocked its transmission via direct message. They went into our messaging. Everyone. A tool hitherto reserved for extreme cases. Example, child pornography. Well, there probably is child pornography on that laptop, so I mean they're kind of not wrong. Maybe. White House spokeswoman Kayleigh McEnany, she's so cool, was locked out of her account for tweeting about the story, prompting a furious letter from Trump campaign staffer Mike Hahn, who seethed, "At least pretend to care for the next 20 days." That's crazy. Kayleigh McEnany has been locked out of her account for simply talking about the New York Post story. All she did was cite the story in first-hand reporting that has been reported by other outlets and not disputed by the Biden campaign. I need an answer immediately on when/how she will be unlocked. I also don't appreciate how nobody on this team called me regarding the news that you'll be censoring news articles. Like I said, at least pretend to care for the next 20 days. He is just throwing it around, dude. This led public policy executive Carolyn Strom to send out a polite "what the fuck" query. Several employees noted that there was tension between the comms/policy teams, who had little/less control over moderation, and the safety/trust teams. This was sent October 15th, 2020. Hi, team. Are you able to take a closer look here? Thank you. I fucking hate that, though. I really do. I hate even texting. When people text me and they text me with like exclamations, like I fucking hate that. Like it's cool for like titles and stuff. Like cards, titles, title cards, all that stuff. Like, hey, talk to me. Don't shout at me.
Oh my goodness. I do this all the time.
Strom's note returned the answer that the laptop story had been removed for violation of the company's hacked materials policy. Let's look at that. Thanks for reaching out to us. For checking, the user was bounced by site integrity for violating our hacked materials policy. Adding them here for further insights and guidance. Thanks, Elaine. Fucking your name would be Elaine. You fucking cunt. I bet your pussy smells bad.
What is wrong with you?
I bet it does.
Be nice.
Okay, I'm sorry, Elaine. I'm sure that you spend a lot of money on cream for your pussy
Would
to
you?
not smell
Oh
so
my
bad.
god. Goodness gracious.
Although several sources recalled hearing about a general warning from federal law enforcement that some are about possible foreign hacks, there's no evidence that I've seen of any government involvement in the laptop story. In fact, that might have been the problem. The decision was made at the highest levels of the company, but without the knowledge of CEO Jack Dorsey, with former head of legal, policy, and trust, Vijaya Gade, playing a key role. They just freelanced it, is how former employee characterized the decision. Hacking was the excuse, but within a few hours, pretty much everyone realized that wasn't going to hold, but no one had the guts to reverse it. You can see the confusion in the following lengthy exchange, which ends up including Gaddy and former Trust and Safety Chief Yoel Roth. Comms official Trenton Kennedy writes, I'm struggling to understand the policy basis for marking this as unsafe. Trenton Kennedy, I'm struggling to understand the policy basis for marking this as unsafe, and I think the best explainability argument for this externally would be that we're waiting to understand if the story is the result of hacked materials. We'll face hard questions on this if we don't have some kind of solid reasoning for marking the link unsafe. Trenton Kennedy, and he tags a bunch of people. Katie Rossborough. Will we also mark similar stories as unsafe? And then Fox News is cited in it as well. By this point, everyone knew this was fucked, said one former employee, but the response was essentially to err on the side of continuing to err. Yoel Roth, the policy basis is hacked materials, though as discussed, this is an emerging situation where the facts remain unclear. Given the severe risks here and lessons of 2016, we are erring on the side of including a warning and preventing this content from being amplified. Oh, you mean the information that you made up in 2016 about Trump being a Russian colluder when actually in fact, the Democratic Party has a bunch of their hands in China, Russia, Ukraine, Romania. It's whatever. Yeah, we just say words. We just say words and point fingers for no fucking reason. Hey, hot dogs. That's how I'm gonna start doing it. Floppy Joes. You know, like let's just get fucking weird with it. Gade, what is the warning that will come up? Roth. New, when you click the link, you'll see the generic unsafe URL messages referencing spam, malware, and violations of the Twitter rules. Not ideal, but it's the only thing we have. Plunkett. Now Plunkett's in the fucking mix. Where the fuck did you come from, dude? Whatever we do in the comms, this will be a biased claim for Jack pre-hearing immediately. Let's make it clear we're proactively but cautiously interpreting this through the lens of our hacked materials policy and allowing the link with a warning and significant reduction of spread. Wow. Wow. And we continue on. Former VP of Global Comms, Brandon Borman, asked, can we truthfully claim that this is part of the policy? To which former Deputy General Counsel Jim Baker again seems to advise staying the non-course because caution is warranted. Privileged and confidential. I support the conclusion that we need more facts to assess whether the materials were hacked. At this stage, however, it is reasonable for us to assume that they may have been and that caution is warranted. There are some facts that indicate that the materials may have been hacked, while there are others indicating that the computer was either abandoned and or the owner consented to allow the repair shop to access it for at least some purposes. We simply need more information so we can twist this little story up. I mean, get the truth out to the people. A fundamental problem with tech companies and content moderation. Many people in charge of speech know/care little about speech and have to be told the basics by outsiders. In one humorous exchange on day one, Democratic Congressman Ro Khanna reaches out to God to gently suggest she hop on the phone to talk about the backlash re-speech. Khanna was the only Democratic official I could find in the files who expressed concern. God replies quickly, immediately diving into the weeds of Twitter policy, unaware Khanna is more worried about the Bill of Rights. Congressman Khanna, thank you for reaching out, and we appreciate the heads up. We put out a clarifying thread of tweets earlier this evening to explain our policy around the posting of private information and link directly to hacked materials. The press secretary's account was not permanently suspended. We requested that she delete the tweet containing material that is in violation of our rules, and her account is restricted until she complies. Do what we say, and then we'll give you... I'm going to take your stuff, and until you start doing what I say,
wow.
You don't get it back.
And they really even just put that in there, like...
Yeah, like total fucking babies.
Right, like that is... Until she complies. Like, that is sick. That is sick. Showing how much that they are...
That is some fucking entitlement that I have no idea. I have no idea how you have that much entitlement. I really don't.
Censor them and shut them until they comply and do what I tell them to. What? Who are you? This is sick. They are just doing whatever it is that they want to.
It is. It's super sick. I'll let everybody go in and finish reading it. It is quite a lengthy thread. But
yeah.
This is the main thing that I wanted to get on right here. The First Amendment isn't absolute. Fuck you, it's not. Fuck you. I don't believe in democracy. I believe in a republic of our Constitution. That means that we are protected by what is on that nice little piece of paper. And in that nice little piece of paper are a lot of really cool fucking freedoms. In democracy, everybody gets everything. Even if it's yours, they're going to take it and give it to someone else. That's fair. They didn't have it. Now they do. Yeah, that's what you're voting for, guys. Sasbo's letter contains chilling passages relaying Democratic lawmakers' attitudes. They want more moderation. And as for the Bill of Rights, it's not absolute. Shut your fucking mouth when you're talking to me. The Democrats, meanwhile, complained that the companies are inept. They let conservatives muddy the water and make the Biden campaign look corrupt, even though Biden is innocent. They linked this to Hillary Clinton's email scandal. She did nothing wrong. Except smashed her laptop and literally shot holes into it because she was so afraid that they were going to look in it. But she didn't do anything. I do that for fun too. Sometimes, like for shits and gigs, on like a nice Sunday, I like to load up Kim and the girls, and we all just pile in the car. We go out to Best Buy and we pick out like a really, really fucking nice laptop, like a $4,000 gaming laptop, and it's just like top of the line, like Alienware, everything like that. And then we just like to go out to a field and beat the shit out of it and shoot it with a bunch of fucking guns, and then we all take a nice community piss on top of it. Because, that's just what normal people do with electronics. Right?
Right. Sounds
right.
Totally normal.
Totally, dude. Oh. Anyway, where was I? Oh, but because the press wouldn't let the story go, it became a scandal far out of proportion. Again, dude, it like in her fucking driveway, she shot her laptop multiple times with a gun. Like I live in a town in Michigan where the first day of hunting season, they shut the town down. The first day of rifle season and hunting season, they shut the town down. Schools aren't open. Most businesses aren't open. The only ones that are the corporate ones, you know? And it's just so crazy that like I could go out there and, you know, just shoot a gun one time in my backyard and it would alert people. They would be like, what the fuck is going on? So yeah, I'm sure like some people had a hard time letting it go in the Hamptons. Her blasting shit. Like she's 50 Cent shooter. Like, oh, I'm gonna hit you 9 times, you fucking laptop. See if you get rich or die trying. In their mind, social media is doing the same thing. It doesn't moderate enough harmful content, so when it does, like it did yesterday, it becomes a story. If the companies moderated, more conservatives wouldn't even think to use social media for disinformation, misinformation, or otherwise. The Democrats were in agreement. Social media needs to moderate more because they're corrupting democracy and making all truth relative. Isn't like what? That is the dumbest shit. Like that is like ultimately what's like super scary is the person like the people that were like behind this, like they have jobs and they make money and they buy things and they can have babies who can grow up and get jobs and buy things and be part of society and just make it fucking worse. Like, I believe everybody should be blessed with a child, but should everybody have a child? Fuck. When pushed on how the government might insist on that, consistent with the First Amendment, they demurred. The First Amendment isn't absolute. You can go ahead and sit on that and spin, and if your buddy wants to wait right here for his turn, that's cool too. That's cool too. See, guys, free speech allows me to do that. An amazing subplot of the Twitter/Hunter Biden laptop affair was how much was done without the knowledge of CEO Jack Dorsey, and how long it took for the situation to get unfucked, as one ex-employee put it, even after Dorsey jumped in.
Insane. There is so much.
It's nuts. It's nuts. It's nuts, guys. It's actually insane. This shit is crazy, and I just it's sick the fucking world that we live in nowadays, man. You got people actually pining for more restrictions on speech, more restrictions on how people that they shouldn't be telling what to do live their lives. It's a sick fucking totalitarian world that we are slipping into. And like we said on the podcast the other day, we have got to dig our fucking feet deeper into the ground. We may have our feet planted and we're waking up. We got to dig them down, guys, us included. We're just as guilty. We're not out here saying that we're leading the march, fighting the fight, pointing our finger like, where are you guys at with us? We're just as guilty. We've all let this happen. But now it's time for us to sink them feet in knee deep, not move. We got to draw that line in the sand. We're done with this shit. It's time for people to be held accountable for what they've done over these last few years. Remember, Epstein, Maxwell, we still need our answers. The children still need retribution. Remember that. Remember that. I think about it a lot. But maybe I'm just cynical. Maybe. I like to think I just like justice.
Right.
Truth.
You know, our children to be safe and not used or harmed and treated the way that these people treat them, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like they're not objects. They're children. They're people. We all are. To stop doing this stuff, you know?
Yep. It's fucking stupid, dude. Fucking stupid. But I think that's gonna more than likely do it for the show tonight. I think we had a pretty good show. We had a pretty good rant. I hope that y'all enjoyed the show. Happy Friday. I hope that y'all are enjoying your Friday. Hopefully you're getting ready to go out with some friends or loved ones and just have a good time. Like it used to be. Like the good old days. Thank you again, everybody that did come out and watch, everybody that goes back and watches after we post them. We really, really, really appreciate love. We are on Rumble. If you want to go over to Rumble and give us a follow, we're trying to build our following over there, funnel everything over there so that we can start live streaming on that platform and we can talk about better topics, get more nitty gritty down to it. We still have to kind of dance around eggshells with YouTube and everything, but I mean, I'm not going to dance too fucking hard because, again, we need to put our feet down and dig them down in and hold these companies, these people, and these parties responsible for what they've done and what they are doing to the American people. I love you all. I pray that your weekend is great and you get to do everything that you ever want to do. We might be on tomorrow night. We might do a Saturday night sneak podcast. I don't know. I'm not really sure. I got a busy day tomorrow. We got the Christmas decorations. I got to go get me a sick leg workout.
Yes, leg day.
I got to do some stuff down in my workshop as far as the skateboard ramps and stuff. I got to move those around. Winterize the driveway and everything. We got a lot to do tomorrow. So if y'all have a busy Saturday tomorrow, honeydew lists and everything, I'm right there with you. We're in it together. We're running through the sludge, locking arms, brothers and sisters. Let's get it. But I love you guys. If I do, make sure you turn on the bell. I think the bell is what alerts you whenever I'm going live and everything. And
yes, it does.
So just turn on the bells and everything. And if we do a surprise one, then you'll know and you can come in, you can hang out and we'll talk about some cool shit. You know, everything like that. But if not, if you don't see anything on our end, then we will definitely see you Monday morning and Monday evening, every weekday at 9:30 a.m. and 9:30 p.m. Join us on Roshi's Recap for fun news, fun stories, fun podcasting. I hope they all enjoy this content, and I'm very excited to see where the future takes us all. See what we're going to be doing. So, always, you know my number one rule with you guys, and it's a simple rule: just stay sexy, stay sexy. Just stay sexy. Just flaunt your